Welcome to Comic-Con 2016! 5 days of non-stop action, adventure, and excitement! And what better way to experience Comic-Con than pushing your mind and body to the limits to see all that can be seen? Fighting the crowds, waiting in lines, and getting up before dawn to hit every panel possible. Or not. Nope, I'm afraid this year my plans for Comic-Con were far more relaxing. I've done the hustle and bustle plenty of times in the past, so this year I decided this was going to be the convention of chill. No crazy schedules, no marathon line waiting, just relax and see where the convention takes me. Which started off Wednesday with a multi-hour line in the hot sun to get tickets to the world premiere of Star Trek Beyond. Okay, it was a really hot start for the convention of chill, but it was totally worth it because I got to be there for the red carpet premiere in an outdoor theater with the soundtrack for the movie replaced by a live orchestra. The pre-show alone was worth the wait. As soon as it got dark, they started things off with a musical laser and fireworks show. And while those things certainly skewed my opinion, the movie itself was pretty enjoyable too. Definitely more so than the previous two entries. And even if the live show wasn't bribery enough, as we walked out we got a swag bag full of Star Trek Blu-rays and collectible merchandise, so yeah, consider me biased. Okay, so Wednesday was pretty tiring, but Thursday was very relaxing. Just a nice day to hit the floor, wander around, do some shopping. Picked up this sweet pylon from Blizzard, and now I need to figure out if I want to use it as a charger or just keep it on my shelf. And of course there's no better way to give your feet a rest than by taking in a couple panels. Jim Lee gave a very entertaining panel where he drew for an hour while giving out career advice and life goals.
If you guys work long and hard enough and do all these things, you can get to the point where you're eating ramen and Pop-Tarts at 3 in the morning, just like me.
And while Bruce Timm was bringing his Batman slash fic to life with The Killing Joke, Paul Dini told the story behind his great-looking self-biography, Dark Knight, A True Batman Story. Definitely go check that out. Friday was another relaxing day. After spending some time on the floor, I went outside to hang out with my friends in the Hall H line for Saturday, because, you know, even if I wasn't going in, I could at least be there for some moral support. Especially when the place we were waiting for was right next to the IMDb yacht, which had celebrities going in and out all day. Yes, that is Stan Lee. After some star searching, I made my way downtown to get ready for the 25th anniversary party for Sonic the Hedgehog. And this was the best night of the show. I got to the party just in time for Sega to announce the next Sonic game, Sonic Mania, the 2D successor to the Genesis era games with a physics engine straight out of the 90s. I'm not ashamed to admit that I hugged a random stranger after the announcement trailer. Better than that though, the highlight of my night, and possibly the entire convention, was being there live as Crush 40 played Sonic's greatest hits. And as the cherry on top, my pass got me into the exclusive VIP area, which not only gave me a place to sit for the show, but the open bar made it the first place in San Diego that I could afford to drink. I did get a chance to play the new Sonic game, and it is incredible. However, I missed the announcement of the other new Sonic game because I was busy interviewing Christian Whitehead about Sonic Mania. More on that in another video. Compared to Friday, Saturday was relatively uneventful. I caught some panels where, among other things, I saw a WWE wrestler put a Scooby-Doo voice actor into a submission hold, so that was a thing. And of course, I made some time to wander the floor and check out all the cool stuff. Awesome toys, sweet figures, great art, insane display pieces, and of course, the cosplay. And that brings me to Sunday, because even though I said I wasn't going to venture into Hall H this year, there was one panel I could not pass up. Reimagining reality, bringing games into the real world with Ingress and Pokemon Go. Yes, there was a Pokemon Go panel at Comic-Con. Not much of a surprise since Pokemon Go was pretty prevalent throughout the convention. Lures were pretty much going non-stop as Pokestops became the preferred places for waiting in line, and the rivalry between the three teams was in full swing all weekend long.
Go Valor! Go Team Valor! Let's go Team Mystic!
The Niantic panel was originally planned to be in a tiny room on Friday afternoon, but this was presumably scheduled before the game became a global phenomenon. Instead of dealing with that disaster in the making, Comic-Con made the unprecedented move of adding an additional panel to Hall H, making it the first video game to ever grace the Sacred Hall. So, instead of talking about augmented reality to a half-full room of a few dozen people, Niantic founder John Henke found himself on a stage generally reserved for Hollywood A-listers talking to thousands of Pokemon fans. Unfortunately, Henke didn't have much to say about future plans for the game. While Niantic is aware of the game's many bugs and missing features, right now it seems their top priority is just getting through a day without their servers exploding. Henke did say that they are determined to continually make additions and improvements, starting with new items to modify Pokestops and gyms. And yes, it was kinda disappointing that he didn't release a legendary bird right there in the hall, but at least he showed us the gym leaders, I guess. And that was my Comic-Con. Not nearly as busy as conventions past, but the big events were pretty darn big. So, what was your favorite thing to come out of Comic-Con this year? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, pass this video around to any cosplayers you might know and see if I got them in the video, and we'll do all this again next year.